Hello everybody, welcome back to the Unfan Podcast. I know, I'm going to address the elephant in the room. Jack, why are you wearing the same jumper as you were in yesterday's episode? Jack, do you not wash? Do you not change your clothes? I do both of those things, you're pleased to know. And the reason for that is because I am going away for a few days. I'm recording like 3-4 episodes in one day. The grind never stops. 330 subscribers and going strong. So excited for it. Keep doing that as well. Keep giving your love and support in the comments. Keep liking, keep subscribing. All of that good stuff. It means the world. Honestly, all jokes aside, the support is incredible. It really just sort of helps me grow and improve the content. I want to try and create the best content possible. And without you showing your support, it isn't possible. And you just have been doing that. So thank you so much for it. Today, we're going to be highlighting one player from every League One club to watch out for this season. Watch out for in this 2021-2022 campaign. Which player from every club should we just keep a little eye out for? There's a few. Anyway, let's get straight into it. We'll start off in alphabetical order, starting with Accrington Stanley. And I've gone with Joe Pritchard. He's a centre midfielder, creative attacking midfielder who technically is a fantastic midfielder. He can play on the left as well, he can play on the right, but prominently he plays in that centre mid spot, maybe a little bit higher as well, in the sort of attacking midfield area. I believe he is the number 10 in terms of shirt numbers as well. So again, he's sort of a little bit in that, his shirt position also represents where he plays on the pitch as well. He's an average rating last season of 7.10, so a really good average rating last season. He got 7 goals and 6 assists last season as well, and he created 7 big chances. Some good form last year. Can he bring that into this year? Keep an eye out for Joe Pritchard at Accrington Stanley. That's who I've gone with there. So then for AFC Wimbledon, I've gone with a really interesting option, and he's got an amazing name. And if you've been watching the podcast for a while, you know my pronunciation of names is awful. Honestly, it's absolutely just remarkably awful. And this guy's got a great name that I don't actually want to say it because I'm going to offend probably him, his family, the whole of AFC Wimbledon probably. He's got an amazing name, but I just don't want to get it wrong. So I think I can probably get the end of this. He's got a double barrel second name. I'll probably get the end of that, and it's probably Mebude. Again, sorry, so honestly, I'm so sorry. He's a striker. He's a really, really interesting option. And there's no real data to go off with this player, but that's what intrigues me more. He's 20 years old. He's come through the Rangers youth and then went to Watford Reserves, and he's now coming to League One club Wimbledon on loan. Again, is this the answer for the loss of Joe Pigott? Of course, their striker has gone to Ipswich, I believe. A really big miss for Wimbledon. But is this the player? Is this a striker, the hungry 20-year-old striker that's going to come in and be able to take those big shoes and put on those big shoes, or should I lace them up if we're being really football-y? He scored 2 goals, went out on loan to Queens of South, I believe that's in Scotland. 11 appearances there. He made 13 Scotland under 19 appearances. He scored 4 goals there as well. So it's quite interesting. I don't know if he's going to be a goal scorer. I don't know if he's going to be the League One bagsman for AFC Wimbledon. I don't think they do either, but I think it's going to be interesting. Keep an eye out for him, but that's what I've highlighted there. For Bolton, I've gone with their captain. I think it's Antoni. He's the Bolton skipper that had a great season last year. And again, he's got really creative play. He's got fantastic creativity. He's got 7 goals in 5 assists. He's got an average rating of 7.13. He's going to be a big player this year. And if Bolton are going to have that sort of mid-table, solid season that I predict them to have after a really good window, I think he's going to be a key part of that. I'm sure if they're successful, he'll be part of that Bolton project for sure. But that's what I've gone with there. Bolton, Antoni, Sarcevic. Moving on quite quickly, Burton Albion, and I've gone with Sam Hughes. He's a centre-back, another good loan spell last year, I believe. I think he was there last season on loan. He's back this season. He's on loan from Leicester City. He played 14 games last season. He chipped on with 2 goals. He got an average 4 clearances per game as well, and 1.4 interceptions per game. So defensively, he picked up some really good stats there as well. He's been brought back in. He's going to be a player to watch out for at centre-back for Burton Albion this season. Along with a lot of good players they brought in this summer, because like I keep saying, their summer window has been very good, but Sam Hughes is a player really to watch out for there. At Cambridge, I've gone with the Ipswich man, Jake Lankester. He can play left midfield, right wing, left wing, striker. He can play anywhere across that front 3. He joins from Ipswich after making 17 appearances in last season. He made quite a few appearances for Ipswich last year. He did only get 2 goals and 1 assist. Again, like I said, he can play in all those attacking areas. Only 3 goal contributions. A little bit worrying, maybe. But I've gone with Jack Lankester. I think he's going to be a really interesting player. He joins Cambridge. Interesting stuff for Cambridge United there. Next, and then I've gone with Charlton. I've gone with what was going to sound a little bit like an easy option because I know I'm the best, but I think Charlton fans need to watch out for him. And it's Sean Clare, their new signing from Oxford United. He's so versatile. He's so powerful. He can play in midfield. He can play even defensive midfield, even attacking midfield. He can play at right back. Not great at right back. We tried that. It's not as good as in other areas, but he can play right midfield, right wing. He generally looks to be. He's tall as well. He's at well over 6 foot. A really, really good player. Really, really think he's going to be a good player. I think Oxford United might be missing something by letting him go. Might be letting go, and we might regret that slightly. I think it was down to the fact that it was time maybe for a fresh start, maybe time for him to naturally move on. It didn't quite work out at Oxford. Pretty better for both parties that we sort of all move on. But generally, I think he's a really, really good player, and that takes nothing away from the fact I think he could be a really, really good player for Charlton this season. Keep an eye out for Sean Clare. He could be really, really good. Next up, then we're going with another team that got promoted last season. I'm going with Cheltenham. Alfie May, the striker. 7 goals and 7 assists last season. 6 big chances created. Big season ahead of him. And of course, Cheltenham as well. If they want to be successful, there's 14 goal contributions last season. Very, very good. He's going to have to try and replicate that as much as he can this season. If they stay up, he's going to have to be in good form. He's going to have to be, he's got to have his firing boots. He's going to have his goal scoring boots on if they are going to have a successful campaign. Really excited to see a bit more of Alfie May. Really excited to see Cheltenham as well. Can they stay up? I think he's going to be a key part of that if he is in good form. Next up, then we've gone with Crewe Alexandra, and I've gone with Charlie Kirk. And I think again it's a little bit of an obvious option. He probably was their best player last season. However, he just is a player to watch out for. He's a real danger. 6 goals and 8 assists. Now I don't know. I'm not going to pretend like I'm close to Crewe's transfer business and close to transfer rumours around Crewe. But I don't know if there sort of has been some serious speculation about his future. Maybe a team in the Championship may be coming to pick him up. I don't believe so. I believe he is staying at Crewe this season. He's a left wing, like I said. 6 goals, 8 assists last season. Again, 11 big chances created as well for Charlie Kirk at Crewe. So again, last year he really was getting in with the goals. I think as we go into this season, I think it's even more important that he can try and replicate and try and even improve his game. And I think he definitely will do that. He made that step up from League 2 into League 1. He continued his amazing form. Maybe teams are probably seeing if he can do it again, maybe a bit more consistent, maybe in League 1, and then it's maybe time for him to step up. But either way, Crewe might step up as well. Crewe may propel themselves into a surprise playoff spot, and Charlie Kirk might be the full front of that. But either way, I think he's a player to watch out for at Crewe, and that's why I've highlighted Charlie Kirk there at Crewe. Next up then, I've gone with Doncaster, and I'm going with Tom Anderson, the centre-back. Powerful defender at Doncaster, really good player last season. For them, it was quite a strange campaign. They started off so well. They looked destined for a playoff finish, and then they just sort of, completely crumbled and fell off a cliff after Darren Moore left in January. But Tom Anderson, again, he's staying at the club, and he looks to be a really good centre-back. He averaged 5.1 clearances per game last season. He kept 8 clean sheets, and I think he's going to be a rock at the back for Doncaster this season. Excited to see him playing again in League 1. Tom Anderson, centre-back. Keep an eye out for him. He's the player I've highlighted at Doncaster this season. Fleetwood then, I've gone with Callum Camps, probably their best player last year, and I expect him to be a player to watch out for again this year. Centre midfielder, can also play in that central attacking midfield spot as well. Amazing last year. I think he'll be watched this year very closely by teams around and in around the area with quite a lot of speculation around League One players at the moment. 9 goals, 2 assists last season. 4 big chances created. He's a right-footed, 5'9" midfielder. Quite a tall midfielder, you could say there. Keep an eye out for him. He's going to be a good player. He will be a player to watch out for at Fleetwood this season. Moving on then, Gillingham, and I've highlighted their centre-back, a player that's been, again, quite a lot of speculation around him moving on, especially actually to our club, Oxford United. There's a bit of speculation there. That's not going to happen now, I don't believe. Jack Tucker, heavily linked with a move away. But again, that's because he was so good last season. He's a great defender last year. Really stood out. A strong centre-back. 11 clean sheets. 2.7 clearances per game. 5.1 interceptions per game. And if he does stay, watch out for Tucker at Gillingham. He's the big number 5. That's his squad number. Keep an eye out for him. He's a great centre-back, and he's a player to watch out for, in my opinion, next season. Next, then we've gone with the money, the splash of the cash team this summer. Ipswich Town, Raheem Harper, and I say that for a reason because they spent a rumoured £580,000 on this player, and I've got to say, it might be a decent fee for League One, but he looks to be the real deal. An incredible permanent signing. He made 18 appearances for Birmingham in the Championship last season and went out on loan. From West Brom. Of course, we're in the Premier League last year. It wasn't an incredible loan spell, but he did make 18 appearances, so he got some really, really good experiences in a league like the Championship. It wasn't awful, but it certainly didn't set the world alight. But again, he's going to earn at 21 years old that really, really good experience. I mentioned that age at 21 again. He's got so much more to give. He's got so much more to learn. The potential looks to be fantastic. At 21, permanent, coming to League One at Ipswich, that looks to be a great move for them. He's a player really, really to watch out for. So yeah, Raheem Harper, Ipswich, keep an eye out for him. He's going to be, I believe, a fantastic player this year. Next, then we're going with Lincoln City, and I've gone with, and I've highlighted the man, Southampton on a loanee striker Dan Lundulo. Lundulu, is that how you say it? He's on loan from Southampton, a really, really exciting player to bring on loan in League One after making 7 appearances in the Premier League last season, 2 appearances in the FA Cup as well. So he's made a few appearances for Southampton, 9 in all competitions, 10 I think if you count the EFL Cup. I think he did make 1 appearance in that competition. But again, in the FA Cup Premier League, 9 appearances. He even scored a goal in the FA Cup game as well. So again, he's got his first Southampton goal under his belt. He's now coming to Lincoln City in League One. Can he step up and try and become the bagsman in League One? We'll have to wait and see. But watch out for him. 21 years old. It's going to be a big year for him. Can he be part of a big year at Lincoln City? You have to find out. But he's a player to watch out for. I've highlighted him at Lincoln City. Next, then we're going with MK Dons, and this one sounds a little bit obvious, a little bit boring, but I want to explain, I want to sort of give my thoughts behind it, and people might disagree with me here, but I've gone with Troy Parrott. Okay, he struggled last season. He went on loan to Millwall, where he started 7 games and scored and assisted absolutely nothing. Okay, he then got recalled in January. He then went back out on loan to Ipswich in League One, so Millwall in the Championship, so he went a league below to Ipswich. He scored twice in 18 games. So not a great year for him last season. He really, really struggled to hit the ground running. He really, really struggled to live up to sort of hitting the back of the net. He is still very, very young. But again, a lot of Tottenham fans and Spurs fans have got some real sort of great things to say about him. Apparently, he's got some great potential. So it is quite annoying, quite frustrating, I imagine, as a young player. You know there's a lot of potential, a lot of players believing in you, and you make these sort of loan spells that just don't work out. But MK Dons, Will Grigg, of course, was out on loan at MK Dons the second half of last season. He's going to come in as that striker, hopefully for them to take them to the next level and start scoring goals. He needs to start early. He needs to get a goal early as possible in the campaign. He's now got a full year. Hopefully he stays at MK Dons for him for the whole season, scoring loads and loads of goals. That's what he wants, and I'm sure what MK Dons want as well. So please, keep an eye out for Troy Parrott. He could be interesting. I think if he starts hitting the ground running, it could go one of 2 ways, but I think if he does, he's a real player to watch out for this season. And then for Morecambe, I've gone with Josh McPake. He's on loan from Rangers. An exciting, young, hungry left midfielder with an amazing attacking and technical ability. Again, I highlighted him on predictions video. I think he's going to be a really, really good player for them. A really good player to bring in. If Morecambe are going to be successful this season, I'd watch out for Josh McPake. On loan from Rangers, that could be exciting. Keep an eye out for him there. At Oxford United, I've gone with there's quite a few options we could go with, but I've gone with Marcus McGaune, okay? He's a centre midfielder who now joins permanently from Nottingham Forest, and again, he's a powerful, very strong, also great dribbling ability, very, very quick as well, a really, really good box-to-box, maybe a little bit higher, maybe a bit more advanced midfielder as well. He can play all those roles, a really, really good midfielder. So excited to have him permanently at Oxford United. Hopefully, he can be a success. He looked really, really good out on loan when we had them last season. They got really bad injury, just about to get, just as you thought he was going to take that next level up, he got that injury, which is so frustrating. Either way, we got him in, we brought him in permanently. Marcus McGaune signed. He's going to be a player to watch out for this season. He could be crucial if Oxford United are going to be successful. I could have picked a few, but Marcus McGaune has got my vote for player to watch out for at Oxford United this season. Next, then we're going with Plymouth, and I've gone with Ryan Broom. He joined on loan from Peterborough this summer. He can play in midfield, but also play on that right midfield spot as well. 8 starts in League One last season. He scored 3 goals before going to Peterborough. He was at Cheltenham in League One, I think 2 seasons ago now, coming up to 3 years. He had a great League Two campaign. He got 8 goals and 6 assists, in 35 starts. So some really good goal contributions there. He also created 11 big chances as well. Of course, big chances come down to XG. XG is expected goals. That basically means down to other stats, and there's lots of other interesting but also complicated stats. That goal should be hitting the back of the net. If he can replicate any of those sort of form, then he'll be a big player for them this season. I think I've upset a lot of Plymouth fans, like I said in my video, predictions video. Again, I think he's going to be a good player though, Ryan Broom. Plymouth fans, watch out for him. Everyone in League One, watch out for him at Plymouth. Next up then we've got Portsmouth, an obvious one, but there's no other man in my opinion. There's quite a few, but I've gone with Ronan Curtis. Again, simply do have to watch out for him. When he's getting 17 goal contributions in 36 starts last season, you just have to open your eyes and realise that this player is continuing now consistently to become a real force of a player in League One. He chipped 7 big chances created in there as well. Watch out for Curtis. He's a fiery winger who always gets involved in something. Maybe he should be getting involved in it or not. He's always getting involved in something, somewhere or another. He just is a game changer though. He really does bring the best out of Portsmouth. And again, he's very frustrating. He does feel like he frustrates the living life out of a fan as an opposition. He's always doing something to wind you up. But there's no doubt he's a quality player, and you just have to watch out for Ronan Curtis at Portsmouth this season. At Rotherham then, I've gone with Jamie Lindsay. He's a centre midfielder. A lot to choose from in that Rotherham squad. Quite a few players, but I've gone with him. Good squad. A hard year for those players last year after relegation. He chipped in with 3 goals. We had 3 goals and an assist. 4 big chances created. It's going to be a big season for him. It's going to be a big season for Rotherham. Can they bounce back into the Championship? That'll be something that they can really hope they can do. Either way, though, Jamie Lindsay, watch out for him. Along with a lot of other players, they need to step up. It's going to be exciting. I've liked him, though, at Rotherham. At Sheffield Wednesday, they've gone with Callum Paterson. He's a striker. Hard year for everyone involved in Sheffield Wednesday, on and off the pitch last year. But in 34 starts, he scored 8 goals. He got 3 assists in the Championship last season as well. So it's going to be a big season for him. A real test to see if he can improve those numbers in League One. Again, I keep mentioning it. You need a top goal scorer. You need a player that's going to bring in the goals. Going to take away those chances if you're going to be successful. Every successful team that's got out of League One has had a good striker. Can Callum Paterson, that's a difficult one to say, can he be the man that can do that for Sheffield Wednesday? Wednesday fans will really certainly hope he can. I've gone with him to watch out for at Sheffield Wednesday this season. At Shrewsbury then, I've gone with centre-back, also right-back Matthew Pennington. A good season last year. Very versatile right-sided defender. Can play right-sided centre-back and, of course, right-back as well. It's a good season for him. Again, he can play in any defensive position. He's got 2 goals last season and an assist. Watch out for him. A very good defender. Shrewsbury, Matthew Pennington is the man there I've highlighted. Sunderland, I've gone with, again, there's quite a few, but I've gone with a 35-year-old that just keeps providing the goods. At 35, he's still going strong. Aiden McGeady. Again, he can play on the left, off the right. Normally, though, off the left. Still at 35, this man is a real danger. You just need to watch out for him. Last season, he scored 4 goals and assisted 16. Of course, that's 20 goal contributions last year. Fantastic stuff. He created 13 big chances as well. People still need to watch out for him. At 35, he can still rip up any side. Aiden McGeady is the man that I've highlighted as a player to watch for Sunderland this season. Along with others, but Aiden McGeady, I think, is the main man there. At Wigan, then I've gone with another ex-Sunderland man. Of course, this is Charlie Wyke. Incredible quality of business from Wigan this summer, and Wyke again is no different. McGeady's assists last season were a big impact in the amount of goals he got in a Sunderland shirt, and now as he moves to Wigan, have they got the service? Can they provide the quality of assists that basically can lead with Charlie Wyke finishing the dinner? But it's not going to be easy. There's no doubt though he's a quality striker, and again at this level, Wigan, they need to be scoring goals, and Charlie Wyke's probably the player they brought in on a free transfer they believe can do just that. On a free transfer as well, it just looks to be remarkable business when you think about it. Celtic were wanted him, and again, some even top-end championship clubs were looking at him. He's gone to Wigan. You can see the project there. Excited to see that. Watch out for him. He's going to score goals, I'm pretty sure, this season. Even they haven't got McGeady, I think he'll still score some goals this season for Wigan. And then finally, then Wycombe Wanderers have gone with Sully Kaikai, ex-Blackpool man. He joins Wycombe on a free transfer. Blackpool go up, Wycombe come down. A quality free signing from Blackpool. He started 33 games and scored 7 goals and 8 assists last season. So he's a big part of last year at Blackpool. Some really, really impressive goal contributions there that I'm sure will be huge for Wycombe last season if he can replicate any of that sort of form. 9 big chances created. Watch out for Sully Kaikai. I think he could be an explosive, exciting player to watch out for at Wycombe Wanderers this season. Anyway, that's 24 teams. That's 24 players to watch out for this season in League One. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. Hopefully you agree with some of my options. Give your thoughts. Maybe you've got some better options in the comments down below. I'll be responding and reading all of those as per usual. If you like this sort of content, you want to see more of it, there will be more of it, plenty more of it in the future, especially as the start of the season kicks off and as the campaign rolls through. I'll be doing more and more content just like this as well. And of course, going up and down the country, going to your grounds most likely. I cannot wait to see some of you there as well. Please make sure you leave a like and subscribe. That's the best way of showing your support on the podcast. I've been Jack. It's been the Unfan Podcast. Take care. Stay safe. And I'll see you all in a bit. See you in a bit.